Hi children, I am Ashish sir. I am to take your general science, your class 5 and the chapter plant reproduction. Reproduction in plants is the chapter. Now what we have to learn? We have to learn the reproduction in plants, growing plants from seeds, growing plants from stem, roots and leaves, and finally the seed dispersal. Children, you know that every organism on the surface of the earth needs to keep their generation. As you are today have come from your parents, I have come from my parents. Like that, the plants, they also have come from some other plants. And for that, the plants have the power of reproduction. That means they can undergo reproduction. Now, what is reproduction? The reproduction is a process in which an individual, whether a plant or an animal, keeps its generation forever, one after another. That means I have come from my father and my offspring will give on the other generation. Like that, one plant gives another plant through the seeds, and that plant again gives some other plants from the seeds. So this is how the continuation of the life goes on. It is same in the animals as well as in the plants. Right now you see the reproduction, why it is required. If there was no reproduction, what would happen? For animals or plants, every organism would have been extinct, died and gone forever. That is why reproduction is required to keep the generation goes on and goes on. And reproduction usually in plants of two types. Number one, the plant reproduction, that means the plants who are having flowers, they are known as flowering plant or flower bearing plant. These flower bearing plants, they produce fruits and then the seeds. So fruits are there, inside that fruit there are seeds. So this is a plant called sexual reproduction, because here is a process that comes to fertilize the seeds. That is known as pollination. Have you heard the name of the bees who produces the honey? Then some birds. Then air, that means the wind. They takes from the flower, they takes the pollen grains to another flower, and there pollination is done. Pollination means the transfer of pollen from one flower to the other. Pollen is the male unit, and then it goes to the female unit. Then fertilization occurs, and flower dries up, fruits come out. Inside the fruit, there is ovule. That ovule comes into seeds. Now, the seeds produce the new plant. Now let us see the structure of a seed, how a seed is. You see, a seed comes like this. If you take out, if you have eaten, this is a season of mango, so you are eating at your home the ripened mango, ripe mango. When you take it out and eat the mango, then you finally find the seed. The seed is healthy. Wash it, clean it nicely. Then you just cut it through. When you open it, you will find two parts like this. In bee also, what it is called chana or gram, you will get like that. You take out the foot, you will get two parts. In the two parts, you will see one part is having a green little bit of high part, which is known as the dormant embryo. What is dormant? Dormant means sleeping. Now see, you take some seeds and you keep it somewhere, they never move. Because they are in dormant state. They are very much living, but they are inactive for the time. They need to be active by means of some natural factors. That is suitable temperature, obviously water, oxygen, and finally through the process of germination, they come out as the baby plants. Now let us see the parts of the seed. This is the part of the seed what I am taking. Seeds are of two types. One is having only one seed pod or seed leaf. That is known as monocotyledon. Here you see the monocotyledon seed has been shown. In the monocotyledon seed, you have baby plant, one cotyledon complete, that is monocotyledon. Like rice, wheat, are monocotyledon plants. Their seeds are having one seed pod. Cotyledons are, cot means seed leaves. They are also called seed leaves. What are they? They are the reserved food material for the growing baby plant. You know, when the seed is activated by means of those favorable factors, the optimum temperature, the oxygen and water, then they start growing. And that means they come out from the dormant state. What is dormant state? That is sleeping state. From there they come out active and then they grow. Then when they grow, what do they need? You are growing. What do you need the best? The first is the food. So you can take the food when you were a baby, your mommy and daddy used to feed you. Then when you are grown up, then you can collect the food and take. So this is how the cotyledons actually supply food. So they are the reserve food materials. In monocotyledonous, this is one seed pod, that is the reserve food material. And for the dicotyledonous, as I explained you, that mango seed. Nowadays, you are taking plenty of mango, nice, juicy, sweet mangoes you are munching. And after munching, you are throwing the seeds away. I am not asking you to throw the seeds away. Keep one of the seeds. Clean it nicely. Wash it and clean it nicely. Then cut it from the middle. Well, be very careful to not cut your fingers. Well, then you cut it and you see two greenish green color parts you will get. Those are the cotyledons. So the mango is a dicotyledonous plant. So they are structure of dipole. Seed cord. And here you see, when the seed was like this, follow, when the seed was like this, with hairs around, there is a fine aperture, fine hole is there, in monocot also, in dicot also, and through which they continuously take oxygen to keep themselves alive. Though they are in dormant condition, but they need to respire. As you respire, whenever you are sleeping, that time also. So they need to respire also. And this small hole is known as micropyle. What is known as micropyle? Children, you might not be remembering it. You just remember it, that the small hole to respire, the exchange of the gases. Right. Now, these cotyledons, there are two cotyledons. They are the reserve food materials. Now, there was a green lump there. After that, the baby plants come out. As the baby plants come out, that is known as young plant. And over the seed, there is fine membrane is there. When the seed is soaked, that means immersed in water. After some time, it gets very soft, so you take out the skin. That is not known as seed coat. After the seed coat, the cotyledon is there. So, this is explained now. Then, this seed is knit, this is the structure, so knit to a germinated. Now, in general germination, the dormant seed put, that means soak in the soil. There they go through like that. At first the root come out, but the root here is known as the radicle. And after the radicle, slowly and gradually it grows, and this part, baby shoot comes out, which is known as plumule. And this plumule, and this is known as radicle. Radicle and plumule are the two parts. Radicle, underneath part, underneath the soil, below the soil. And shoot part or plumule above the soil. This is the baby plant. How do they grow? And after that, they slowly and gradually grow. Cotyledons detach and they start taking their food from the root hairs and the roots. Alright? Now, this is a common germination. There is a special germination form. Have you ever heard the name of Sundarbans? The Royal Bengal tiger and all those are there. A lot of honey is produced in the Sundarbans. Huge feces in the delta is found. You know the catfish, which is found in the market for maximum 500 grams, 600 grams. Or there you find a catfish, even if 5 kg weight. It's amazing. Right now you see, those are the different stories. What happens is, Sundarban Delta is a place where the plants grow, but in the mud. But that mud is full of salt. Why it is full of salt? Has somebody had gone there and put on the bag full of salt there? No, that's not. Then what? You know, the sea water is salty and Sundarban is a delta, so in the estuaries where the river meets the sea, that is called. The mud and alluvial soil or whatever they scattered, that is all saline. So if a seed is sown there, they will never grow because they will die because of the soil. Then what is happening? You know, there is a special kind of germination is taking place. This is known as viviparous germination. What is happening in viviparous germination? In all other seeds, you put the seed inside the soil and then it is grown up into the plant. But in viviparous germination, what is happening? Suppose this is a plant. Look here. Suppose this is a plant. Very tall plant. And see, in the marks of Sundarban, you will see that a lot of peg-like structures are coming out. Peg-like structures. Why? Because the seeds, whatever is grown, from the fruit they fertilize here. They grow here, but their radicle becomes like this. Long, plow-like radicle. Plow means you know, hull, जिसमें से हम जमीन बोलते हैं, that is plow. And when they are matured, they drop. When they drop like this in the mud, salty mud. Salty mud. So they drop like this. Now, if they have been dropped directly, they would have gone down into the soil and been buried. And if they were buried, no question of coming out. Now they need to respire. That is why they have a special system over here in the root. That is known as breathing root or pneumatophores. Pneumatophore. Pneumatophore. This is a study where you will get in the next classes. But I am to just hint you because you should know. Well, now this is all about germination. The next point to discuss for you is growing plants from stem, roots and leaves. Now you see, I told you in the flowering plants, flower produces seed and they are known as sexual reproduction. Why? The plants also reproduce by stem, root and leaf, and that is known as vegetative reproduction. That means the reproduction takes place by the parts of the plant. Children, you got sometimes the rose bushes at your home. or neighboring houses you have the rose bushes are there. And especially during the rainy season, the people cut the twigs of the rose and then the branches put near the place where the water is flowing. Why? Because from that rose twig or part of the branches, the new plant grow. So this is known as vegetative reproduction by stem cutting. On the root you see the roots are there, many roots are there which the new one comes up. You see, there are underground stems are there, like potato. See a potato. You have seen a potato. I am drawing over here, please look at it. This is a potato, this is a special potato. And these are children. You see, there are on the potato, the scars are there. These scars are known as eyes. They never blink, they don't say like that. These potatoes are having eyes, they are known as eyes. What are these eyes? These eyes are nothing but axillary buds. What are they? Axillary buds. So you see, each axillary bud is capable of producing one individual potato plant. So they are actually buds. You find it in the ginger also, same in the ginger also there is bud, but there is no eye. There is scale leaves in other plants also. Okay. Now coming to a plant which produces by leaves. I had in my house, it might be at home also. They are known as bryophyllum leaf. In Bengali it is known as pathur kuchi. And it looks like this. And from each vase and all those, the new plants grow. New plants grow from here, from this. This is the bryophyllum leaf, and it produces by the leaf. So its reproduction goes on by the leaf. Children, now we have come to know about the vegetative reproduction, where the plants reproduce with plant stem, root, and leaf. Now we are to discuss about the plants who produces seeds. Now you see, if you are kept in just a place where one room is there, and all the people have gone towards one room and locked, and there is a supply of certain amount of food, not plainly certain amount of food, water, and every resources, what will happen? There will be a fight for existence. Only the strong one will grow, and most of them will die due to the scarcity of food, due to the absence of plenty of oxygen, and all other, especially those who are weak, they will die for the different kinds of facilities. So that is why the plants produce lots of seeds, because plant is supplying food to all organisms, for themselves only, for ourselves, and for all the other animals also. Now see, plants never produce the seeds and fruits and all those for us, for the other people. They produce it only for them, because they have to keep their generation. But they produce it in such a way and in a huge manner that we can easily use it. Use it, store it in the silos, and then we plant it to get the harvest. But it is all they made, so they will use of us. So anyhow, we get to know, if all the seeds are dropped in same place, the plants will not be able to come out with nice harvest or nice fruit or nice. So the seeds has to be dispersed, means sown in different gaps. Human beings do it because they just sow the seeds in gaps. The plants naturally they cannot, but they have some agent. First agent is the dispersal of seeds. Just one second please. Well, so we have the seed dispersion. Well, I told you the seed dispersion requires some agents. So first agent is the wind. You know, some plants have very fine seeds like maize. You know maize, macaca and their seeds are very fine and they can float. So we not only that, like there are some more seeds are there which floats in here, and so the wind uses it. When the fruit is ripened, the seeds come out and they are carried away to different places, and for that wind is required and wind does it. So the agent here is wind, and for that wind the seeds are dispersed. They get plenty of gap, plenty of places to grow, and that is how the dispersal by wind is done. Number two, dispersal by animals. Now you see, the animals, we also the animals, social animals. We eat the fruits. Most of us, after eating the fruits, we throw the seeds. That is also a kind of dispersal. We disperse the fruit by throwing. On the other hand, the birds, they eat the fruits. They eat the fruits and they fly up. And they fly up and then they leave the droppings. Droppings, you know children. Droppings means the birds stew. And the seeds come out with the droppings and just go far off places. So there is a nice dispersal of the seeds by the birds. They take them in various places where they can get good favorable condition to grow. In other way, some seeds are having hooks in their body. These hooked seeds, like dandelion and dhudura, they have the hook-like structures, which they stuck with the body hairs of the animals. And when the animals go far, the seeds slowly and gradually fall in far places so that they get the good germination. The next is the dispersal of the seeds by water. Now, some seeds that can float in the water, like coconut. Coconut has a covering, and if it falls on the water, they float. The coconut plantations are grown mostly near the seas. Why? Because the ripened coconut falls in the sea and floats even for thousands of miles, and there they grow and grow into new plants. That is how dispersal by water is done. Right now. So, children, this is all about your chapter by dispersal. A device console, you need to go, what is reproduction? Reproduction is a process to keep the generation. Then what? How many types of reproductions are there in plant? A plant reproduced by flower, fruit or seeds. That is flower, fruit or seeds. While another type is that by plant parts, plant body, that is stem, root and leaf. Here is the structure, internal structure of the seed, monocot seed, dicot seed. And remember, there is a hole which is known as microbiome. Microbiome, through which gaseous exchange is done and the seeds can take the breathing. This is the process of germination from seed to the saplings. Well, then we have the special germination, vaporous germination, where it is done over the branches and then the seeds along with the roots fall, and the roots having a special structure called pneumatophore, which is actually known as the breathing tube. Now we have the seed dispersal. Seeds are to be dispersed because of the proper growth and germination for the plants. This is all done by wind, by animals and by water. And this is all about the chapter. Just let us have a little bit of discussion on the question answers, on the exercise. So take your exercise out. Whatever the answers I'm discussing here, except that the full exercise question answers, that means all the question answers, you will get in www.in www.bsnes.in PDF file, where you can access it from here and download from there. Right? Now let us discuss a little bit. Well, you come to the MCQs. MCQs, you see, question number 1, the answer is number 1, cotyledons. Then, question number 2, you have all of these. Question number 3, you have eyes. Question number 4, rose. And then, question number 5, you have wing. Question number 6, wing-like structure. There's no question of number 6. And you have the diagrams given in question number 10. The first one, wing pollinated, the seeds are light and wing-like structures. They are carried by the wings. Water, coconut, seeds are able to float in the water. Animals, presence of hook-like structure. Birds do that by dropping. And explosion, by explosion mechanism is the P. P is the plant which explodes. They are having pod. Pod is exploded to dispose the seeds. Well, one more answer. First one, the seed pool, and then number 2 is the cotyledon. Number 3 is P. Number 4 is the seedling, and number 5 bryophyte. Question number 2, name the parts in the picture given below. You see the labeling is been given: seed coat, cotyledon, young plant. Now, question number 3, draw lines to match the following. You can draw lines, rather you can write the answers beside. First one is coconut, answer water. Question number 2, guava by animals, dandelion by winds, lotus by water, burdock by animals, balsam by explosion, and sycamore by wind. Now we have the exercise question on germination. So the definition and the answer you will get in PDF file. What is seed dispersal? That you will also get in PDF file. And name the different ways the plants disperse seeds. That is by wind, by animal, by water, and by explosive mechanism. These all you will get in your PDF file, copy from there. And how do animals help in seed dispersal? That is a big question also here. This question also you will get the answer. Right point-to-point answer has been given in the PDF file. How is water helpful for the dispersal? That is also been given. How do animals help in seed dispersal? That is also been given. So that is all about your chapter number 1. And once again I say, all the question answers, right from MCQ to LAQ long question answers, everything has been discussed and given in PDF file of www.bsnes.in. Thank you and have a nice day. I think you have loved the lesson. We are looking forward to the chapter.